Hey guys, welcome to another Reading Your Comments. I'm Wade, Lord Minion 777, and let's dive right in. Araya Murray says, I'm a new subscriber. Should I stay subscribed to Lord Minion 777? Well, the answer is absolutely yes. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'd love if you stayed subscribed. I'm sure the Minion Army would be glad to welcome you, but really, subscriptions are great. You know, I'm really excited to be approaching 1 million subscribers and all, but I really don't want people to subscribe if they don't enjoy the content or don't want to watch my videos. I mean, there's really no point in just having a hollow number there. And that happens. Every YouTuber has people that subscribe, only watch occasionally, or don't actually watch. They just subscribe to subscribe, whatever. That's fine. But I mean, I never ask anybody to subscribe to my channel that doesn't want to be there or doesn't want to watch the content. So if it's not for you, it's not for you. But if you enjoy it, we'd love to have you around. Abert17 says, I didn't know you guys played with JP Morgan. Can you ask him how I can get rich? I might ask him how I can get rich. Funny story behind this. I had to ask Molly who JP Morgan was, and she's like, are you kidding me? So I looked it up and found out that I'm stupid and I probably should have known this already. But for those that don't know, he founded General Electric, I think, or General Motors. He founded General something. I think it was General Electric. I looked this up. I should know it. I was trying to sound all smart for you guys, and here I am failing. But you should look up JP Morgan if you don't already know the answer. And I'm ready. Go ahead, roast me in the comments for not knowing, even though I looked up the information. Whatever. Look at Wade, the big dumb. I'm just a big chicken-headed weirdo. Bark, 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 bark. Look at me. I can't even put a chicken hat on. Man, aren't I the worst? Yeah. Pretty much. Hey, cool. Get any popcorn. Can't give me chicken. What? How do you T646 says, all my friends are out catching Pokemon, and I'm just sitting here flopping. Well, Santa, believe you me, you need to put it away. Hang on, there's a Rattata here. I'm gonna try to catch it real quick. But I don't really understand the Pokemon Go craze, why everyone's just going crazy. And if you guys could just hold on a second, there's a Bellsprout too. It got out. But yeah, I don't understand. It's like Pokemon Go is a great thing. It's bringing lots of people together. It's a lot of fun. It gets us out walking. I've been going out and spending time with Molly. But just one second. Okay, I just need to transfer this one Pokemon and get an egg incubating real quick. But yeah, I don't understand how people can let this app, just one second. Just let this app get in the way of streaming and recording and everything else. It's a great app, don't get me wrong, and I was really just kidding around there. I did open the app, but I wasn't actually playing. But it's weird. It's like the first app game thing that I've noticed in the 4 years I've been doing YouTube that is like so addicting that, like, you know, you go to stream it, you go to record something, you go to watch other people's content, you go to Twitter, you go anywhere, and it's like all anybody can talk about. And that's great, and that's cool, that's fun. But I don't know, there's a time, like, just put it away, Santa, you know, no flopping, and put it away, everyone else. Pokemon Go can wait 10 minutes, maybe? I don't know, maybe not, maybe I'm the crazy one, I don't know. I love Pokemon much the next person. I've been playing it since I was in 4th or 5th grade, which was a long time ago. So, totally get it, totally understand. But, at the same time, it's so excessively addicting, it's mind-blowing. But, you know, flopping's fun too, I guess. BClan50 says, yes, animators, where are you? This is in reference to Mount Your Friends Part 3 with Patgar and JP, where I may or may not have accidentally mounted a goat. And people wanted to see that animated, so if anyone wants to animate that, make sure you link it, tweet it, Tumblr it, whatever, make sure I can see it. And I'll be happy to share your animation of that, I suppose. Because everyone else seems to want it, I don't know why. And on the same subject, Toxic Mind Honey says, my neighbor's goat mounts their dog. It's very weird, to say the least. Sounds like a bad time, if you ask me. We should just move on before oh man, oh what's this? Another goat comment! Supernova117 says, next time on Cheaters. Molly, I think Wade's cheating on me with a goat. Hold on, oh. I think Wade's cheating on me with a goat! I think that was read perfectly. it was an accident. I wanted to get to the top of the heap. I wanted to be like, you know, flopping around on top. I didn't want to be on the goat, you know? None of this, more of that. You know what I mean? You know? Is that, no? Yes. No? Yes. If you know what that means, then you're smarter than I am, because I don't. The Space Cats Gaming and More says... Nice, your title says everything, I guess. Wade and Z Royal Viking look the same. Weirdness has risen! I've been told that before. I mean, I guess Z and I both have a beard and similar hair color. But if you see us in person, we would look very distinctly different from each other. Z's a great guy. I've not played with him in a while. I need to play with Z more. See, that's the problem with YouTube. There's just never enough time to play with all your friends, and then to play with all your other friends, and then to get solo content done, and then have real life time with family and friends, and relationships, and cleaning, and going to the store, and there's just never enough time. I don't know why. I mean, that's the problem with life in general, isn't it? You go to work for like 8 or 9 hours a day, you come home, and you feel like there's no time to do anything. But YouTube's the same way, if not worse, in the sense that, you know, at least my life was structured when I worked like a 9-to-5 job. But now that I can kind of like create my own hours, it's very easy to take an hour or two to wake up, go get dinner, come back, go through comments, go through Twitter, go through Tumblr, go through Facebook, go through my Facebook fan page, go through Instagram, then be like, oh, hey, let's record something. And then it's like already 10 or 11 o'clock at night. It's like, oh, okay, well, the group's gonna record something now. And the next thing you know, it's like 2 a.m. and you're like, man, I haven't even showered yet. Woo, doggy, that's rap. And, you know, then you gotta shower and then it's time for bed and the day's over. Rinse and repeat. So, where did I get on this subject from? Oh, because I haven't played with Z in a while. But yeah, I don't think we look that much alike, but I can see the similarities, and you are not the first person, the Space Cats, to say so. So, maybe there's something to it. Maybe I just don't see it. Can we get a nice picture of Z, right? Hi, I'm Z. Hey, guys, I'm Z. I'm picturing like, South Park, whenever they've got like the people's faces, like little Hitler and Hell or whatever else, where like the head bobbles, or like the Canadians with their heads just like, hi, I'm Z, blah, 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 blah. Too much work day, I'm sorry. I always I'm like, hey, how about you make me a full-length cartoon real quick in this video? Just, you know, just edit that in real quick. I'm the most demanding worst boss ever. Deimo Adelanos, I hope I said that right. Deimo Adelanos, is that Spanish or what's the pronunciation? I'm not sure. Says, so Intuin's a furry, JP's a scaly, Wade is whatever the fuck the term, pardon my French, the term is for someone, why is that a phrase? I think I've asked that before. Welch. What the term is for someone with an anthropomorphic bird fetish is, and I don't even want to know what D-Live is into. D-Live's into video games. Right now it's Overwatch, I think. Just video games in general. So whatever the term is for a person who is really into video games. I don't know that we are any of those things. We just go with the flow when we play games, and I guess at this point we've been doing YouTube so long that we no longer care. Like, I don't know, we're not shy about being stupid and being idiots, and you know, if that gets us labeled this or that, so be it. Whatever. It's all in good fun, I hope. I think. Maybe? I don't know. I've never even heard the terms. Well, I never heard the term scaly before. I've heard the term furry before. But that's a whole lifestyle I'm not that familiar with, so I can't really comment on any of those things. But, yeah, I guess between birds and booties, you guys know me through and through. And let me tell you, when you get a chance for that bird booty, it's a bird, a booty, man, yeah, you better look out. Here comes Wade. Shadow God says, I noticed the recent videos are missing the little introduction clips. Is this a permanent change? I'm not sure why I read it like that. So, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to be getting rid of the general shooter intro. I would like to eventually replace it with another one, I think. Or maybe I'll replace all my intros with just one consistent intro or eliminate them. I've not decided. I'm keeping the horror intros. I'm keeping all the outros for now. But the shooter game review intro was made before my channel had really developed into what it's become now. And I don't feel like that intro is still true to me. Like at the time it was made, it was kind of an all-fitting thing that made sense, and you know, I could have adapted to fit all of those different things or some of those things, whatever. But I don't do a whole lot of shooter type games. Occasionally I'll play like Overwatch or something like that, but not too often. I don't really do game reviews. I don't know, it just, that intro feels like it should be for someone who's good at games, not someone who sits here looking like an idiot in front of you guys for 15 minutes per video, you know? So it just didn't feel like it fit anymore, so I told Dade, I was like, yeah, let's just leave it off, see how people react to that. We'll keep doing the horror intro, maybe we'll find a new intro, or I'll have someone animate a new intro at some point, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I don't know that shooter introduction's coming back. I'm not planning on bringing it back right now. Ayn Wyvern? Trying. Says, this is what I imagine what happens in the hotel room at PAX. Just utter chaos. I believe this is referring to gang beasts with D-Live and Entuin and JP. And I've not roomed with the guys in a while. I shared a room with JP, Molly, Patrick, and Scarlett recently. But for the most part, a lot of times it's been Molly and I just kind of having our own room or whatever else. And that's a little bit calmer. But whenever the guys and I would share a room, yeah, we'd always horse around a bit. We're like really good friends, brothers almost, or brothers, probably brothers. You know, the YouTube community that I've become friends with and work with all the time, we've developed that kind of family relationship now where we can go and beat each other with pillows or poke fun at each other, whatever else. So we do have a lot of fun. And whenever I used to vlog a whole bunch of that stuff, there's a couple of vlogs you can go back and look at where you can see us all horsing around and having a good time. But that's the great thing about PAX, is we can physically interact with each other, unlike now whenever I'm sitting here just looking at a camera, or whenever we're sitting here talking over Skype or Discord or whatever else it may be. So utter chaos sounds about right, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Septic Balls says, septic balls doesn't sound pleasant. Someone should make this gameplay into an action movie thing with dramatic music and a love scene when someone is just holding on or something. I think of these things like gang beasts holding onto the cape, and it's like fighting on the trucks, the dramatic music, like Michael Bay explosions in the background, and then like Sylvester Stallone will drop it, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's there. And then someone else cool comes in and is like, yeah, we're gonna get them because we're tough and I'm gonna beat you up. Was that what you were thinking? So, see, here's the problem with getting comfortable in front of the camera. I do these things, like what just happened, in front of Molly, and at this point I just usually get an eye roll, the occasional laugh, or the... I used to have a little bit more restraint before being a flat out idiot in front of you guys, except for probably on Drunk Minecraft. But now it's just like the stupidity of my brain is just always leaking out right in front of you guys. And I guess I should probably have that like fear of rejection still, but really it's just a matter of, well, now they know I'm crazy. Hope they don't get me committed. Diego G.T. Ratty says, corn dogs. You're right. Look, everyone, corn dogs are raining from the sky. Hey, it's corn dogs raining from the sky. Probably more than just one, at least. Look, corn dogs everywhere. They're filling up the screen. Chris Jai says, the animation is called Rejected by Don Hertzfeld. I would also recommend watching Billy's Balloon and The Animation Show by him if you haven't seen them. Brilliant stuff. So this is a reference to, I did Whack the Terrorist, one of the wackier boss type games. And I was talking about the old cartoon from like the mid 2000s, I think it was, where, oh, please forgive me for going through this again, but there's a guy eating cereal, like a little character eating cereal, and his spoon is enormous, and he goes, my spoon is too big. And the spoon won't fit in the bowl. And he's, my spoon is too big. And then like another character walks on, I am a banana. And then the banana disappears. And like there's this random screamer like, my anus is bleeding. And it's just like cartoon bloods filling up the whole screen. It's very inappropriate probably to watch, but I guess it's called Rejected by Don Hertzfeld. So if you're over the age of 97 and feel mature enough to watch it, go right ahead. And if you're not older than that, then viewer discretion is advised. Parental discernation of your certification is allowed, perceived. We should move on. Origin TT says, I don't know what's better, JP's scream or Wade's reaction to it. This was from Gmod Horror Maps Escape Your Dream Part 2, I believe. About 7 minutes and 30 seconds in, I want to say. 7 minutes, 20 seconds, somewhere like that. JP is walking around and opens a door, goes in a room and gets scared and just lets out this shrill, horrifying scream that burst my eardrums and just went from, I can't even imitate it. It was fantastic. And all the while, I was trying so hard to keep it together and try to be sympathetic for him, but I was laughing so hard to myself. So if you haven't watched the Gmod Horror Maps I've been doing with JP, you are missing out on some great stuff. Not trying to self-advertise, but it's my channel, so watch me, love my stuff, watch it all, please. Now you're not going to. Maybe I had a chance before the. Matt XD said, "Oh, is this? No, this isn't the last comment. Oh man, I thought we were on the last comment of the video here, but oh, calm down there, Wade." Matt XD, Mejano says, "It's sad. He has almost 1 million subs just from being friends with Mark, but he averages like 30k views a video." I've had a decent amount of these comments lately, and I don't know how to feel about it. It's like a very backhanded comment, like, hey, people are subscribed to you, but no one cares about you. That sucks. Sucks to be you, Wade. But it's so wrong. It's a completely terrible way of looking. I'm not trying to call Matt out. Matt's fine. He's one of like 10,000 people out there that have said this. But it's just the totally wrong mindset, I feel like, to look at YouTube. I mean, I remember when I was first posting videos and I had like 30 videos show up on one of my first things I posted. It was like, holy crap, like a full classroom of people are watching my stuff right now. That is so many people sitting there wasting their time watching my bad commentary and gameplay. And now, my average video is actually about, technically like 77 or 80,000 views or something if you count the big popular uploads that have like 9 or 10 million views or whatever now. But I mean, you know, some of my solo content will average 10 to 20,000 views. Some of my multiplayer content's 20 to 30. Every now and then it'll be like a 40, 50, 100, couple 100,000. My views really range depending on what I post. And that's because I've had a lot of content that's been big boomy or not boomy at all. Mark helped me get started on YouTube. There's no questioning that. Being friends with him and Jack and Bob and doing videos with DLive and Entuin and Patrick and Gar, JP. Collabs do help get you some exposure. That's true. There's no arguing that. But I will counter with this. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years, just about 4 years now. I've posted about 1,500 videos. I'm not yet at 1 million subscribers. I've got about 120 million channel views. And I've been working with Mark since before I even launched my channel. And if all of my stuff just came from collabing, I would have had a lot more subscribers a lot faster. That's just not the way it works. You'll get some subscribers that way, sure. Not necessarily translating to viewers, so it's not always worth it just to jump on the ship of the biggest YouTuber you can find. And that's not what I've done. These are my friends. If Mark and Jack and Bob never wanted to record again with me ever, I would still play games with them for fun. I would still hang out with them. I would still talk with them. I don't care that much about the exposure I get. I'm very happy with where my channel is right now. I could not be happier. I'm making a living doing what I love, and I have been full-time on YouTube for 2 years. And let me tell you, I wasn't getting 30,000 views a video 2 years ago. I was so happy when a video got to 5,000 views or 1,000 views. I mean, you know, as you grow, you see about where your average view length is per video, and you're like, hey, when a video hits that, it's like, cool, this was a good video. People enjoyed this, or people wanted to see this. And then the ones that don't do that, it's like, oh, that's okay. Maybe they just, you know, weren't into it, or maybe it wasn't my best effort, or maybe it's just not fitting for my channel. Maybe you know, who knows? So you can worry about all that kind of stuff, and that's fine, I guess. But I mean, just be happy with what you have. I'm so happy to have that many people care to watch my stuff, to have that many people care to click the subscribe button. And I'm getting, I don't know, 200 to 250,000 views a day. Sure, it's not 1.5 million or 10 million or, you know, whatever it is bigger YouTubers are getting per day. But, you know, they're not getting the same views that Pewds is getting per day, and they're not getting the same views as, I don't know, The Dark Knight when it came out in theaters. There's always something you can compare to and not feel adequate enough. But there's no reason to put yourself down about it. There's no reason to look at somebody's channel and say, man, look at them with 3 million subscribers and only 100,000 views on their video. Why does that matter? If people are being entertained, who cares how many it is, you know? And to say that someone's viewers are only coming from their collabs is just wrong. Unless they posted 0 content, I would say that's 100% wrong. I got some booms from working with Mark. You know, I had, I think, 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers before I posted my first video. That was a pretty big boom, especially at the time. That's a lot of people to have for no content. But I posted a Gmod FNAF, Gmod Five Nights at Freddy's, and I had like 10 or 11,000 subscribers in one day, the day after that. 7 Days to Die and Rust, when I first started posting those, I was getting close to 1,000 subscribers a day compared to my usual, like, I don't know, 50 or whatever it was before that. At that point in my career, I don't remember. I can't remember growth. I don't pay attention that much to numbers. Or recently, Golf with Friends, Dead by Daylight, those kinds of things. They've been kind of helping take off, and I do it because you guys want to see it, but they've in turn also gone, you guys have watched a lot of them, so they've showed up on people's suggested video lists, and they're clicking that and they're coming over, and I'm getting new people to the channel that way. But you get bigger booms, bigger subscriber growth, bigger view growth, whatever else, from videos that you either get too early or that you do a really good job on and people come back and watch. So collabing is great. I understand why people say, oh, if I could collab with so-and-so, my channel would boom too, but that's not true, and that's not the right way to look at things. When I first started posting YouTube videos, I'm trying to remember how big Mark was, a couple thousand subscribers maybe, I can't remember. I remember when his first channel was went down, he switched over to Markiplier Game, and he got that 1,000 subscribers back pretty quickly. And it was like, you know, 1,000 subscribers was a fantastically huge number. And if I could get to 1,000 subscribers, I would have been so happy. And then whenever I started posting videos and I already had that number, it's like, man, I don't even know what I want. This is a crazy number. Mark hit 20,000 subscribers and I thought it couldn't get any bigger than that. But there's always something bigger to compare to, and there's just no reason to look at it that way, because you'll drive yourself insane and you won't have fun doing what you love. So I'm sorry to be on a soapbox for so long, but it's a pet peeve of mine for people to care so much about discrepancies in views and numbers. The reason my view count is a lot lower than my sub count is not because of getting my subscribers from Mark or Jack or whatever else. It's because a lot of the sub growth was from games like Five Nights at Freddy's or Rust or yada yada that I just don't keep posting because I don't want to get locked into one game or one niche. So instead of only collecting and posting stuff that I know is gonna boom and get me tons of views, I post what I want to. You know, I run my channel my way. And I take your guys' feedback and I take that into consideration. When you guys tell me you want 50 episodes of Rake, which there is actually another Rake coming out because Mark and I decided it was something we could do together. I think Mark posted it to his channel already, so you can check out his perspective there. But I don't post nothing but Rake every single day just because you guys say you want more Rake. People want more Chicken Horse and Golf with Friends right now. And I'll probably get back to those eventually, but I want to post what I want to post. And if that's only going to get me 5 views versus 10 million views I could get from only posting Five Nights at Freddy's content, so be it. I mean, I'm in this to have fun, and I want to do YouTube for as long as possible. And if I'm not doing what I want to do, I'm going to burn myself out. So I'm happy to get what I get. I'm happy to be where I'm at. And if I get 10 million subscribers and I'm only getting 30,000 views per video, I will live just as happily as if I had 10 million subscribers and 10 million views per video. So I get why you guys are questioning this and calling it sad, whatever else, but I just want you to look at things differently from my perspective and just understand 30,000 people watching a video when you post 2 videos a day, 14 videos a week. There are a lot of YouTubers out there. There are a lot of TV shows. There are a lot of movies. There are a lot of people with friends. There are a lot of fun apps. There are a lot of fun games. There are a lot of fun activities to do outside. There's a lot of fun stuff you can play with your family. A lot of board games. There are so many things you can do with your time. 30,000 people took their time to watch me, to spend their time with me. I am never going to take that for granted, even if that number is only one person. So that's the way you need to look at it. If you're gonna start YouTube, be happy with what you get, what you got. Don't go into it hoping to cash in, make a lot of money, whatever else. People will see through that. Post what you want to post and have fun with it. There's no reason to panic because you think you're only getting a certain number of views compared to your subscriber growth. I'm never gonna complain when someone clicks that subscribe button, but I never want anyone to subscribe that doesn't want to be here or doesn't want to watch my stuff. So anyway, like I said, please do not give people hate for saying this. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me that they say it. It bothers me that that mindset exists out there. But I'm trying to address it now. But don't give Matt hate. Don't give other people hate that say this kind of thing or whatever else. Just understand that YouTube isn't a straightforward thing. You don't just post content and people watch, and the more you post, it's like a linear line. Your numbers, your charts are always going to be all over the place because people aren't going to watch certain things. They are going to watch other things depending on where they came from. And a lot of my audience came from different niche things that happened to boom on my channel. So I understand that, and I'm happy that the booms happen. That's cool. That's great. It's nice to have more people here. But I care about the people that want to be here for all the stuff I want to do. So I'm going to post what I want to post. And whenever I post that stuff that they want to come back and watch, that's fine. They're always welcome to come watch what you want to watch. No one's ever forced to watch anything. So I'm happy. I want you guys to be happy. We're all going to be happy together. And when it comes to worrying about numbers like that, there's no point. You'll just stress yourself out. And there's nothing you can do about it. So have fun. All right. Well, that was like 10 minutes that I spent on a soapbox there. So next comment. Amelia Vasquez says, can't even. How do these guys always make my family think I'm dying because I'm laughing so hard it's not even laughing anymore? I'm blaming these four if I get disowned. Well, Amelia, you're not the only one. We laugh till we sound like we're crazy people whenever we play games too. We scream, we rage, we yell, we laugh, we cry. We fake cry and accidentally get people being mean to Bob because they think that Bob actually made me get upset. You know, watch at your own discretion. If you're watching with family around, that's your fault. You might need to watch in privacy or get a soundproof room to watch in, or just go ahead and check into the nearest asylum and get yourself a nice padded room like where all of us YouTubers are probably gonna end up in anyway one day, and just be prepared to sound like a crazy person when you laugh, because I think the more you do YouTube and sit in a room talking to yourself in a camera, the crazier you become. Because I certainly feel like I've gotten loopier as the years have gone by. 4 of them to be exact. Michael Leedy says, Lady. Sorry, Michael, I'm trying. Wait, I love that you and Mark are doing co-op games together again. You need to do this more often. I'm really happy about it too. I have a lot of people I enjoy doing co-op games with. Honestly, I've not done one with Pat in a while, and I want to do another one with Pat. I'd love to do one with Bob. I've never done just a single co-op game with Jack. Gar and I are doing Dark Souls. JP and I are doing Gmod horror maps. Molly and I need to get back together and do some games here soon, like Gang Beasts or some of the one-button games. And it's a lot of fun. I do love it. It's just, as I just named, that was just single co-op type experience games. Now you factor in the single-player games, like I've got Oxenfree, Papers, Please, Edge of Nowhere going on right now. There's another Minion fan game I want to get to as soon as I finish one of those single-player games. There's just so many different things I want to do, and there's never enough time to do it all. And then you end up putting one thing off, and months go by, and it's like, oh god, I've not recorded with those guys in like 2 months. I've not played with Chilled and Z and CNanners in forever. Minx and Cinnamon Toast Kim, not talked to those guys in a while. LD Shadow Lady, etc. It's just, etc. Sorry, I didn't mean to say etc. etc. It's so hard to always have time to do all the different things you want to do. So hopefully Mark and I can keep the series going for a little while, but you know, we'll see what we can do as far as our schedules go. Mark's a busy man out in LA, and I'm busy with a lot of other people that I record with too, but he's one of my best buddies and we've been friends for a long time. He's the reason I'm on YouTube, so anytime I get a chance to play with my buddy Mark, I will take it. Gert Myers says, there's this magical object in your right hand which has the mind-blowing property of being able to reduce the damage of incoming attacks. It's called a shield. Don't know if you've heard of it, but you should really start using it sometime. I think it's actually in my left hand when I'm playing, because it's my left trigger that I use to block. Well, left trigger to parry, left bumper to block. But I get what you're saying. What you're trying to say is, I play Dark Souls bad, and you are correct. And as much as I would love to be better and use my shield, we've posted like 18 episodes now. I am what I am at this point, okay? And it's hard because sometimes we'll record 3 or 4 episodes at a time, then not play for a week, then record 3 or 4 episodes again. And when you don't play a game for that long, or you play that sporadically, it's really hard to get comfortable with the controls enough to improve upon them. So I probably am what I am, but I appreciate you trying to tell me that I have a shield, because I know it. I just am not wired to use it because I've not played Dark Souls enough to be comfortable with it. Because I play it so sporadically, because I've got so many games I'm doing on my channel right now, which is unusual for me, but it's fun. Haley Harrell says, Wade, were you actually crying? This is from the prop hunt where Bob was insulting me or whatever, and I walked off camera. Please tell me you were faking. Yes, I was 100% faking. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I just did. I did it for dramatic effect, I suppose. I was completely kidding. Bob did not hurt my feelings one bit. We give each other a hard time for a living. We have since the very first episode of Drunk Minecraft in 2012. So I have a very thick skin. I bring a lot of the crap onto myself that I get. I taunt people, I torture people, I tell bad jokes. I intentionally bring crap upon myself, and I'm a big enough boy to handle it. So if someone wants to tell me that I'm balding, I already know you're not gonna hurt my feelings. Somebody wants to tell me I'm a bad YouTuber, they're entitled to their opinion. I mean, people can insult me all they want, it's not gonna get to me. Don't be mean to my friends. I prefer you not be mean to me, but you know, if people are gonna do whatever, it's not gonna bother me. And if my friends are giving me a hard time, that is never probably going to bother me, unless I'm having like one of those off days. We all have those off days where things irritate us for no reason. But Bob didn't mean anything by it. I didn't take offense to it. We rib each other, we give each other a hard time. And I don't know what it always looks like on your guys' end, because we do edit our videos, so you don't get to see everything. You don't get to see our conversations before and after we're done recording. But no, don't be mad at Bob. It was a good opportunity for me to make something dramatic happen for the video, so I took advantage of that moment and walked off, whatever else. But I was fine, and I'm fine now. So don't be mad at Bob. I was really just kidding. I was just faking it. It's probably my best Oscar-winning acting performance of all time. But I did not mean to bring all the anger to Bob. Poor Bob. He was just kidding around, and so was I. Marcio, I think. Cordozo says, I like Wade's Dead by Daylight videos, but once you get reasonably good at this game, it's not that fun anymore seeing regular bad players playing it. I can understand that, and we do only play it casually. I don't play it. I've never played it outside of when I've recorded or streamed it, so I've never played the single player where it's just me being the killer. I've never played as like a random survivor amongst others. I've never unlocked perks or items or anything like that. And I could play to win all the time, but I have a lot more fun just taunting people. I don't personally find it fun to hang someone up on a hook and just stand there guarding them, or to walk 10 feet away, wait for someone to come rescue them, then come hit them again. Sometimes, you know, you can hang out close by and do that or whatever for dramatic effect, but I have so much more fun just toying with people, making them scream and rage or whatever else, whether I win or lose. That's just my mindset when I play games with people, is I want to have fun with them. And now, barring an Overwatch type game or a shooter, like where I really just want to win, I have a competitive mindset. Most games I really approach just wanting to have a good time, screwing around. And if we screw around and I win a bunch, cool. If we screw around and I lose a bunch, so be it. But I don't know, I like having fun, and games like Dead Realm and Dead by Daylight, I like jump scaring people more than I like winning. So that's my mindset going in, but I can understand how it's kind of frustrating or not fun watching us play the kind of that way when you want to see someone play with a good strategy instead. So I get that. Understandable. All right. And now it's time for last comment of the video. Roll the clip. Last comment of the video. Last comment of the video. Last comment of the video. Video. Rorikson says, now I want to know who explained hentai to Wade. LOL. And Astro Pez Monkey. Hey, I got a Minion Pez dispenser someone gave me at Indie PopCon. Now, normally I wouldn't let one of these little yellow demons into my office, but I happen to enjoy the candy. I mean, you know, and plus I get to decapitate it every time I want candy, so. Last comment of the video, last Pez in the dispenser. So now this little guy can be decapitated, I can rip his spine out and I feel much better already. Last comment of the video, random butt on screen. All right. So the hentai story is kind of a funny one. I'm not gonna tell you who explained it to me, but I will tell you the context in which this explanation occurred. So the first day at Indie PopCon, Friday, we were telling fans all day, Bob and I were, that we had a competition that evening. There was a separate ticketed event called Brawl that we did, where it was a team of 4 of us against another team of 4. And there were different punishments for the losing team after each round. So the final punishment was someone was supposed to get a henna tattoo, which is a temporary tattoo. However, I didn't know what hentai or henna was, and I got the word wrong. So I spent all of Friday telling fans that the loser of the competition had to get a hentai tattoo. And after the show was over, we went back to our hotel and we were all hanging out in the lobby chit-chatting. And I told people that I was glad I wasn't the one that had to have the hentai tattoo. And they're like, hentai tattoo? What are you talking about? I was like, you know, Bob had to get that temporary tattoo. And they're like, you mean henna? I was like, henna, hentai, what's the difference? And they're like, well, let me tell you. And somebody pulled up pictures on their phone I didn't need or want to see, that I will never forget, but I didn't need or want to see. And all of a sudden, I was opened up to an entire new world of existence that I was not aware that was there at all. So, I learned the difference that day between henna and hentai, and I realized how many fans and families and parents and children I probably scarred by telling them accidentally that Bob or I was gonna have a hentai tattoo instead of a henna tattoo. So, it wasn't a hentai tattoo. It wasn't even a henna hentai. It was just a... I don't think I'll ever get to live that down. Oh well. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been another reading your comments video with a very long soapboxy thing about me talking about videos and views and such. I'm sorry about getting so deep and serious about that. It's just something I guess I wanted to address for a while now. But I appreciate you all for watching, for commenting, for liking, for tweeting at me, Tumblring, Facebook fan posting for the Lord Minion 777 DV art page, arting, and everything you guys do, coming out to meet us at conventions and such. Bob and I will be down at Fandom Fest. Molly, Bob, and I will be at Fandom Fest at the end of July. I think it's like the 29th or the 31st down in Louisville, Kentucky. So if you guys are around, it'd be awesome to meet you. Otherwise, thank you all so much for sticking with me till the end here. You made it to the end of the video. If you want to see your comments featured in a Reading Your Comments video, make sure you comment on this video and videos after this until the next Reading Your Comments video is shot 2 weeks from now, 13 days from now, something like that. And your comment could make it too. So, thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for whatever comes next. Until next time. See ya, guys! And don't Google hentai.